Hello all, this is my TV. It's my Suzuki Max100R. It's a 1997 version. Yeah, I actually recently bought this bike for around 3000 rupees. Yes, you heard it right. It only costed me around 3000 rupees to buy this bike. But about that I had to spend like a lakh on this bike to make it look like a Suzuki Shogun. It looks like a perfect Shogun. Yes, and that. So just tell you how this bike, how I converted this into a Shogun. Everything I'll tell you right now. So first things first, a lot of people have asked me that how can you install this tail panel set on a Max100R without using or changing the chassis. So I'll just tell you guys that you have to just make a small hole in your chassis out there so that these panels can be inserted properly, and then you're good to go. I haven't used any other chassis like the Samurai or Shogun Shaolin chassis. It's a Max100R chassis which I've installed this tail panel set. This is the grab handle. These are all the normal Max100R side panels. I've done the stickering of a Max100R itself because I just wanted to keep it authentic, though I've changed the entire bike, but I wanted to keep it as a Max100R. So how to do, so after doing that one also, by punching holes also, you have to need a lot of other stuff like this mud guard. Back mud guard belongs to a Suzuki Samurai. You have to need this. Then you have to need, you can't see it and neither I can't show it, you have to have the tail bracket. You can see that it's a tail bracket. Yeah, a tail bracket you have to get it, because this or else this tail bulb light will fall off very easily. If you don't have it, you have to buy that one. Then these side frame sliding ones, so that you can install this bracket into your bike. You have to need this, go in there, you are perfectly good to go. You can easily install this one like this in your bike. The side panel, there's no screw or else it would be staying perfectly, but I have to install the screw. And the other things which I have done is I've installed this I forgot the bike's name, I think Phoenix, yeah, TVS Phoenix shock absorbers on it. Then yes, this one, the tank is of a Suzuki Shogun. It's not a Max100R, it's a Shogun tank. As you can see the difference, it has this curve inside to it, whereas the Max100R is a straight. It's a straight like this. There will be a curve on a Shogun, and this tank lid, you can identify easily that it's a Shogun's tank, not a Max100R. Then the other changes are, see this entire, it's a Shogun's handlebar I've installed on this bike. This is a switch kit of a Samurai. I bought this. And this is a kill switch of a Samurai. And this is a dummy. It doesn't work. It was of this Max100R. Just kept it like that. And this speedometer belongs to the TVS Max100R, the deluxe version, which was launched in 2001. It's a new speedometer. I got it. You will be thinking how it has been installed, so you can see. So for installing that, I had to do some welding over here, some welding out there, so that this it's a V-shaped one, whereas the Max100R will have the straight one, the holes. So we have to do some alteration out there. Get the speedometer like this. You might be thinking I should have installed a Shogun or a Shaolin one, but this one looks more attractive on this bike. This is the RPM meter in this bike. It's an aftermarket one, like the Kerala style. Those guys do this, and I loved it, so I have done it on my bike as well. It's an RX-CZ, the rectangular type curved ones. I pretty much like this a lot. I got this one for this bike. Then coming to the front section, this visor kit of a Shogun. Yeah, I pretty much messed it up here. I just that day when I was installing it, forgot the sides and I installed it upside down. I pretty messed it up, but it's okay, it does the job. This is the front section of the bike. It looks like this, old style retro type. These are all the Shogun indicators. Then the main part out here, the disc setup. This entire disc with the fork rim, this belongs to a Pulsar, Bajaj Pulsar 150, old one, the 2001-2002 version. That one, it costed me around 5,000 rupees for this entire kit. This number plate, I made it, I customizedly made it. I just bought it from Tuner's Craft Instagram. Then the things I've done, this is a Honda Twister's mudguard. It just does the job. It is not that good on this bike, but it just job. The other things are MRF motocross tires, 18-inch tire. It's a front tire, and the back one is of a Ralco motocross tire, 18-inch one. Both of them have costed me around 8,000 rupees. Now comes the main part of the bike. It is the engine and the power box, as well as the exhaust. This engine is of a Max100R. It's not a Shogun. I just painted it into black. As you can see, there are two fins. A Shogun or a Shaolin will have three, but this is of a Suzuki Max100R. A lot of people might be thinking that how can I install, have I installed this resonator, means this power box. So for that I have bought this Suzuki Supra's manifold. This one was very difficult to source. I had someone from Kerala, they were selling it for around 2,000 rupees, and yeah, I was needing to upgrade my bike, so I got it for 2,000. Supra's manifold. This is an original Shogun used power box, but okay, I somehow got it for 200 rupees, this entire thing. And this one is for 2,000. That's how you can install. It's a direct fit. Supra's manifold is a direct fit onto a Max100R Samurai. You can upgrade it. This power box, it's a good one. Then this is a Shogun carburetor. It's a VM20. So you can see the air box belongs to a Suzuki Shogun. I bought this from Anya Autocrafts. So on Facebook and all, they are selling this one. It costed me around 1,800 rupees. That air box also costed me around 500 rupees. But yes. Then mainly then comes the exhaust silencer. It's of a Max100R, but inside there's a muffler. That muffler is of a Suzuki Shogun. Just a minute, I'll just turn this thing and I'll show you how the exhaust is. That's a lot of sound. Yeah, I know, because Shogun, they use it because it has that explosive punch. It's a very eye-catchy sound, and the bike, while riding also, a lot of people start looking at you when you're riding it. It's Pretty good bike, right? It's a 25-year-old bike. It's a 1997 model. And mud guard, chain guard, you can't use it because I'm using a bigger tire, bigger suspension, so that chain guard can't be used. So I had to remove it, and I'm using some aftermarket chain guard. This one is for around 100 or 200 rupees, I don't know, can't remember it. Yeah, this samurai chain sprocket. Yeah, it's a samurai chain sprocket out there. Then yeah, pretty much that's it about this bike. You might be asking me how much I'm getting for the mileage and all. So I'm using these 18-inch tires, off-road tires for this bike. So I'm getting around 35 to 40 per liter. But if I'm revving it hard, then I'm getting 30, sort of 30, maximum 30 I'm getting. Below that it's not going also, because this one is made for that. It's an economic bike. It's for daily commuting sort of thing. Yeah, you might be asking another doubt that after upgrading to BM20 carb and using all this manifold, what am I getting? Yeah, I'm getting a top speed around 100 to 105. Maximum 100 I'm going. Beyond that it's not possible. I've raced with an RX100 also, and pretty much okay with that. Yeah, I was on the losing side, that's another one, but it was good. We raced it against that RX100, RX135, RXZ also we have raced, but those all didn't go that well, because mostly my mechanic was saying that you have to change the tires from stock back to stock, because that would give you the best mileage. Because a Max 100 had claimed to have a mileage of around 55, I guess 55, all the ideal conditions they were telling. So he was telling, if you would be using your stock tires, then you can also reach a speed of around 120. So pretty much okay for me. I love this bike anyhow. Yeah, that's my primary bike. This would be my secondary one. So hope I've given you good insights about my bike.